So we are back at the fire station, waiting for one more call here in Wegberg to see what is going to happen. I do like this new update. I like all the new features. I've seen very few bugs until now, which is quite surprising because I know how hard it is to do modifications. So it's nice to see a modification where there's almost no bugs. I would actually like to see if these actually hook up to something. These power supplies right here. Does seem like all of them hook up to a specific place on the vehicle, which is a very nice detail to add. I do like that we have 3 engines now instead of just the 2. I would like to see some tankers. I know that the game is based on a real fire station with a real some real units, but I just think that it's a shame that there's no tankers. Here in Denmark we use tankers for all calls. So we just need to wait for another call. Not sure if there's much else for us to do. We did inspect most of the fire station already. Oh, I do like this asset right here. The small trolley. It's actually pretty neat. Is there anything else somewhere that we could inspect whilst we wait? I love this room right here. Did look a bit at it earlier. Just seems very detailed to me. Very real. It has Windows 10 on the left screen? I can't see what's on the right screen. It must be a game of some sort. Probably is. I love that you have 2 fire chiefs now. Also a fun little detail. Fire in a bush at Containerdienst. So at the container station we have a burning bush. And it's a call for Wegberg Feuerlöschung 1, that is us. So this firefighter should respond to this station. I don't think we'll have any other. No, there will be just a Wegberg respond. Or Wegberg station on station 1, so that is us. We're gonna respond with the chief, and then we will have engine responding with us as well. I am very excited for new features, including the new maps, new calls, and bug fixes. Yeah, always needed, but I'm just glad I didn't see that many bugs until now.
Rettung Erkelenz, NEF1, wunderschöne Kassansberg.
That is a very slow driving firefighter.
Ja, ihr könnt die Einsatzfahrt abbrechen. Rückmeldung vom RTW, ihr seid nicht erforderlich.
I also love the new model of the fire station. It's so much more detailed than the old one. Looks very realistic. I'm glad they redid it. Not that the old one didn't look nice, but new stuff is always nice. Do we only have 1 firefighter so far? I doubt that is gonna be enough to complete this call. We have 2 more firefighters down here. Once again, preferably, I would like to have chief and engine responding, but we might have to do with just the chief. Oh, sorry, just the engine. Depending on how many shows up. Okay, so we have 4 firefighters now. So we are enough to man the engine, but we are not enough to man both the engine and the chief vehicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are enough for the engine. So it's probably just gonna be an engine response then. Yeah, I don't see anybody else coming to the station. Okay, so we do have one more, but I think that we will just handle the call without him. Yeah, we will do that. 3 minutes until the engine arrives. That could be quite a long time for the fire to spread while we wait.
Aus 1 zu 4.
Ja, verstanden.
And if we park right... where do we need to park? I would like to park right here. Then we will be able to... Actually, I would like to attack from over here. That would be much better for us. No, we're just gonna block the road and attack here from the front. Because then we can attack down the side and prevent the fire from spreading towards the roof, and we can also prevent the building over here. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Just gonna speed up the time a bit. Hopefully it hasn't caught fire in the roof when once the engine arrives. How far do we have to wait? Should be on the scene now. Just gonna choose the Snellangriff. Can we do multiple? No, we cannot. Okay, so we'll just have to do one. Move all the way to the back. And you will attack from the front. Now we need to set up a hydrant as well, so we have enough water. But not that much risk of fire spread right now. Just need to make sure that we extinguish the the bushes in the right order. Rather small fire. Should be very easy for us to handle. I don't know how it functions in Germany, but here in Denmark, the Gruppeführer actually has a radio on him, or the fire chief, so he would not need to go into the vehicles to call up a station or something like that. And that's a feature that I actually think that Wegberg is lacking from time to time. Because you have to go into the vehicle to call the station. Do we actually need to put on a water supply? I actually don't think we will have to. We can just do with what's in the tank right now. Yeah. Pretty easy fire. Nicely done. Can we go back? No, not all vehicles are back. So if you just close all the gates and you enter the vehicle. Then we will return to station as soon as we are ready. Quick call. Oh, that was not on purpose. Just need to wait for us to be able to go back to station, and we should be ready for the next call. There we go. And we are back. We are back. We are back at the station and just need to wait for another call. One of the things that I liked about the last version was the radio chatter that was not related to our fire station. I know there's been some in this version, but it's very that was a quick call. So we have burning vehicles in Industriestraße 9. Brand PKW. That is a vehicle, and we see that the call is for Wegberg Fire Station 1, and that is us. So that will be, once again, I would prefer to respond Indian and Chief, but we might have just to do with the engine, depending on how many firefighters show up. I'm not sure how it works in Germany, but here in Denmark we have 5 minutes from the pagers going off until the last vehicle has to leave the station. I'm not sure if they have any other rules in Germany.
Florian Heinsberg, ELW 11 von Landesstreckenhaus Heinsberg kommen.
Erste Lage, PKW-Brand, Trupp unter PA mit Schaumangriffsluft, Brandbekämpfung vor. Weitere Rückmeldung folgt.
One firefighter so far. I see we have another one. 2, 3 firefighters. Would like to see at least 6 firefighters. Preferably 8. But at least 5. Quite a shame that you can't turn on and off lightings at day. What is that? The rear lights? I think it is. No, what is this? Front blitzer. So front light. Ah, cool. 3 firefighters, 4 firefighters, 5 firefighters. So we have enough now. Would still like to see 3 more, but we can do with this if we have to. Did he park over on the other side of the street? Ha, that's a nice feature. Do I see any more responding? I do not think so.
Überlückung 41 MTF aus zur Kirmes-Umzugbegleitung.
Off you go.
Leitstelle Kreis Heinsberg, verstanden.
Four minutes this time, so a little bit slower. Once again, I really love how they have added this timer in the front, in the loading page, so you can actually have something to look on while waiting for the game to load. And it's very usable to know how long time you have to wait until the units arrive. So now we just need to wait for the call to go in. Sorry for the map to change. We are on scene. And do we see any burning vehicles? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Right here, there's a burning vehicle.
Wegberg 11 11 10 von Leitstelle Kasse 1 bekommen.
Wir sind aus 1 zu 4.
We're gonna park the engine right here in the middle of the road to make a safe workspace for us, so we can handle the fire. I'm not actually sure if we need any special equipment to handle this fire. I have seen the Holigan tool, but I'm not sure if we needed to battle this fire or not. We are gonna disturb some traffic going this way while parking here, but I think that we will be able to handle it. Does anybody in the chat know if we need to use the Holigan tool to handle this fire? Because else I think I'm just gonna do a snell attack and then set up a foam line. Just gonna speed it up a bit to avoid time waste. Indian on the scene. Is the placing tool? Yeah. Yeah, I like the placing tool as well. A lot of modifications seems to include it by now. So it's also always a welcome feature. Let's see if we can use the Holigan tool for anything. We're gonna set up a hydrant so we can have water supply. No, we cannot use the Holigan tool for anything here. I'm gonna call the station and tell them that we are gonna be able to control the fire out here. No, it's just for container fires. Okay, fair enough. Here in Denmark we use jaws of life in some cases.
Wegberg 11 11 10
One second. First fire call, it's PKW brand. Where does it say PKW? Brand in Gebäude, no. Husbäum, Firma, Indbrudswagen, Keller, Lafkraftwagen, Matrasse, Müllcontainer, Pallettebrand, Brandpersonenkraftwagen.
Erste Lage, PKW-Brand, Trupp unter PA mit Schaumangriff zur Brandbekämpfung vor. Weitere Rückmeldung folgt.
Okay, back to what I was trying to say. Here in Denmark we sometimes use jaws of life to open the engine bay of a burning vehicles. I've been doing that myself a couple of times. Oh, is the fire already out? That was, once again, quite an easy one. I would like to get one of the new container fires then to see how they work. Let's pack up before we can go back. Always a shame. Call the station once again. Damn it.
Florian Wegberg 11 11 10 von Leitstelle Kasse 1 bekommen.
Einsatzanmeldung.
Abschlussmeldung, PKW-Brand, Feuer aus. Abschleppunternehmen für PKW wurde verständigt. Einsatzstelle an die Polizei übergeben. Einsatzende für die Feuerwehr.
We actually didn't see any police vehicles responding to this call. In real life, there will most likely always be a police call responding. At least here in Denmark. Yeah, I would like to try the container fires. Off you go. And we just need to be able to press home. I would also like to see some ambulance integration into the modification. Not that this needs to be a new RTS mod, but I would like to see some sort of a medical treatment included. Maybe just as a side thing or something you could enable or disable. I think that this is gonna be the last fire we take, so we just need to wait for it to come in and respond. Hopefully it will be something, maybe not enormous, but at least a little big. Because we have been playing for 1.5 hours now. So this will be, yeah, this will be the last call. Would like to have a road accident actually. That could be a fun one. To see what, how we would handle that if anything has changed. Just waiting for the call to come in so we can respond. No, not a call for us.
KTW 1, frei am Krankenhaus Erkelenz. Verstanden?
Just a call
Hier Leitstelle Krass 1, Funkalarm.
alarm for us. Let's see what it says.
Leitstelle 1, Funkalarm.
Aha! This is what I like to see. So station Rad Antworten will have a fire in level 1. It will be a container fire. So it'll be the station over here. The same one that had the garage fire earlier. And I doubt that there will be any Wegberg vehicles respond, so we're just gonna switch the screen and just take care of that fire. Then we will be able to use the new Polygon tool, hopefully. Waiting for the game to boot up. Load the new map. Let's see where the fire is. Ah, yeah, I do see some smoke down here. Engine and whatever this is. Geradewagen, equipment vehicle. Yeah, I do see that there is some smoke from this container over here. That should be a fun one to fix. I think we're gonna evacuate the people at first before we start actually trying to open the container.
NF1, Leitstelle Krass 1 bekommen. Geilenkirchen NF1 hört.
Ja, ihr könnt die Einsatzstelle verhalten und ohne Sonderrechte anfahren. RTW vor Ort, Notarzt nicht unbedingt benötigt. Wie gesagt, verhalten.
Ja, verstanden.
Have the engine responding right here. Gonna call on scene. Do a Schnellangriff. Just like I said, I want to evacuate these two people at first. And then we're gonna open the container to see what's inside it. Go. Let's try the new Hologon tool. Just gonna enjoy seeing this. So that is open now. And we can start extinguishing the fire. I like how we're not able to extinguish the fire before we open it. Very realistic.
Wegberg 21 GWG, in aus 152.
Just gonna pull out some of the elements in it. Some of the different objects. This box right here. Once again, should be a rather quick fire to extinguish. Can we pull anything else out? No, it does not seem like it. Okay, so we just need to extinguish the fire now. You two can make a water supply connection. Was that everything? It was. Okay, so we are just gonna clear the scene now. We're gonna pack up everything. Like I said, this was gonna be my last call for today. Thank you very much for joining me. This video is going on YouTube in a couple of days. I'm gonna split it into some different parts, so if you didn't have time to watch the entire live stream, you can do it there.